With the global cloud-based contact center market expected to grow to $54.6 billion by 2027, there's no doubt that virtual call centers are a popular solution, and with good reason. Virtual call centers operate beyond physical offices and bring multiple benefits to any contact center, such as low costs, easy global expansion, and a wide range of time-saving automation. Unlike old-school physical call centers, setting up a virtual call center is much less time-consuming, complicated, or costly. You don't even need to be in the same country as your call center provider or your call center agents to get things started. In this video, I'll walk you through how you can set up a virtual call center in a fast, cost-efficient, and pain-free way. But before we dive into the topic, hit the subscribe button under this video so you won't miss out on our future videos on call center optimization. Let's get started. Since you don't need much to operate a call center, setting one up is a fairly straightforward process. And the best part? Once you're done with the initial setup, the actual call center software will be maintained and upgraded by a third-party provider that also offers support throughout the whole process. As a first step, there are a few key aspects you need to figure out. First of all, decide on the kind of call center you need. That will automatically determine the types of features you should look for. Call centers can serve multiple purposes, which means that there are different types of software to pick from. The easiest way to make the choice is to figure out whether you want to focus entirely on outbound call services or only respond to incoming calls, or even perhaps both. For example, do you need to make a large number of sales calls, or do you use a call center for inbound customer support? Maybe even the combination of both. Well, that's the type of call center you need to focus on. If you're still not sure about the difference between inbound and outbound call centers, we have a blog post on the topic. You can find a link to it here or below this video. Once you decide what type of call center you're going to run, it's time to give the organizational structure some thought. And this includes your budget. But the good news is that while for offline call centers, you would have to make substantial investments in office equipment, rent, and expensive hardware, with virtual call centers, there's no need to spend money on all of that. The only thing you need is a good headset with a microphone and a reliable internet connection wherever your agents choose to work from. Of course, your budget may vary depending on the preferred setup and focus of your call center. The next step is to choose and implement the right virtual call center for your needs. If you visit cloudtalk.io/comparison-overview, you'll find over 60 in-depth comparisons of the best call center software in the market. While we're certainly partial to CloudTalk, I do recommend taking your time and looking into the features, CRM integrations, and benefits each of them offers. For example, if you make a large number of outbound calls, a smart dialer is a definite must. Consider whether the solution offers regular updates, support, and a dedicated account manager. The bigger your business gets, the more you'll need a team that can help you as quickly as possible. Luckily, when implemented right, many cloud-based call center solutions can take just a moment to go live. And in many cases, you will only need to create an account, get a virtual phone number, change a few settings, and you're prepared for making and answering calls right away. The best call center software providers offer support throughout the whole implementation process and beyond, so there's no need to worry if you encounter any difficulties. To make the most of your call center, you'll likely want to integrate it with other tools such as CRM and help desk systems. For example, HubSpot, Intercom, Zendesk, Salesforce, etc. Depending on the need of your call center. Make sure that your software you're picking integrates with the other apps you're also using. Once you have the organizational structure and software covered, it's time to evaluate how many call center agents you really need. If you hire too many too fast, you might overspend. On the other hand, hiring too few, and you might have problems with managing the flow of calls, leading to inefficiency and a bad customer experience. Keep in mind that your call center is only as good as your call center agents, so we recommend starting small with an experienced team that's ready to upscale as your business grows. With most call center software, you can simply add more users and change the pricing plan you're on to accommodate your growing needs. And the great thing about virtual call centers is that your agents can work from anywhere, which gives you access to a truly global talent pool. Getting a virtual call center off the ground is not only about setting up the software and hiring a few agents. However small your business is right now, keep growing your call center as your customer base grows. But something that's even more important than growth is keeping a good culture within your call center. Working in a call center, even as flexible as a virtual one, is more difficult than you might think and often leads to agent burnout. Creating a positive working environment for your agent is worth the investment. On our YouTube channel at this link, you can find multiple videos on how to do just that. For example, how to give feedback or handle difficult customers effectively. It's important to keep the spirits high and facilitate teamwork as much as possible. To do so, you need strong call center management and customer-focused metrics to get your team on board and start meeting the performance targets as soon as possible. At this link or under this video, you can find a link to our blog posts on the most important call center KPIs. We went through a lot of details in this video, so don't worry if you're feeling a bit overwhelmed. If you look at the description box under this video or at this link, you'll find a checklist with all the steps we talked about, so that you don't miss anything important if you're doing this alone. Are you ready to get started with your virtual call center? Why not start a free 14-day trial or book a demo with one of our agents at www.cloudtalk.io/demo. Thanks for watching.